She fights out of Aberdeen Combat Centre and hails from Aberdeen, Caroline, the Duchess Plumey. Scottish hit squad and hails from Scotland, Georgia Hackland. Your referee.
Swim your arm in and get the grip. Just turn your thumb and get the grip, aye. And side control, well done. No. Drive forward, up, stay in, head in the middle. There you go. Nice. Head in the middle, Georgia, great takedown. And a half. Take your time. Put your hands in. Hands on the inside, hands on the bicep.
One that essentially pulled guard here, so we'll see.
And at amateur level, you just don't know how much of that is a plan or how much of that is... You don't know. It might be that she's not confident in defending those takedowns because you do leave a little bit of exposure for strikes. So the smartest thing to do would be to pull guard, and it being one of the first things that you learn in any jiu-jitsu class, you're going to be confident from there, especially with these bigger gloves on. You're not going to take those cutting, damaging blows that you would at pro.
No elbows as well, which help. But
yeah, but you can see she's fishing for the Kimura there on the... on her left side, right side, sorry, on Hackland's left side.
And she's keeping the guard closed, hasn't opened it up at all. But you see occasionally she looks to bring it up a little bit. She's threatening to raise that guard to look maybe for the arm or the triangle. But
100%. And people who always bang on about, oh no, you should never close your guard and all this, it's uneducated nonsense. If you watch any of my past fights where I've won from my back, I engage a closed guard, but it's an active closed guard. It's sliding up and down the body, whether it's pinning your shoulders or your hips, whatever's needed to be done there. Very much like Plumey is now. She isn't doing nothing. She's fishing for things, but she's moving the hips.
Yeah. But regardless of her movement, of the fact that she was looking, she was still on bottom and defending more than attacking. And
that's it. And I think that's the only middle ground that MMA haven't got right yet. You know, a punch strikes the same in MMA. Scores the same in MMA as it does in boxing. As a kick scores the same in MMA as it does in kickboxing. But obviously, jiu-jitsu is very, very, especially traditionally, very heavy in the guard. Does not score in MMA quite. You've got to do something pretty.
You've got to have something locked in. There has to be the threat of the submission.
100%. I've only ever won one round from my guard before without getting the finish, and it's because I had a guy locked up for 3 minutes and 50 seconds in a triangle choke, which was stopping him from doing anything. Yeah. And, I was just closer to the finish. That's how little it scores.
Yeah. Well, seconds have cleared. Round 2 of potential 3 here again. The Duchess, Caroline Plumey, fighting out of the red corner, the white Eric's gear, Georgia Hackland, the Scottish hit squad fighter in the daisy shorts, yellow top.
I'd just like to see Plumey find a little bit of confidence in the power that she throws, like so. It's just that she crashed forward into the clinch, but landed 3 solid knees before the right hand on the disengagement by Hackland.
It just seems we're getting a bit more of a reaction each time Hackland lands.
100%. Hackland looks very, and this is it, Hackland's got a very good MMA striking style, whereas Plumley is very Thai style.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it does work. You look at the highest levels, you look at Edson Barbosas, your Jose Aldos and stuff like that, you know, Muay Thai works. But it does leave you kind of stationary in the sense that you can attack a takedown.
Yeah.
You can step in on your opponent because it's a very proud style. You're not going to give an inch.
Yeah.
You'll absorb the shot to throw one back.
Yeah. We'll see if change the complexion of this round. If Plumley,
sorry,
I'd like to see what the work Plumley does from top position. She, you know, kept herself honest on bottom.
A little bit of a low blow there.
That round continues.
And Plumley, rightly so, getting the position taken. Nothing malicious, no point taken, but having the position taken away from her.
Yeah, can't take the advantage from an illegal strike. The referee saw the strike, and Carson Lemoine, fairly new to the almighty cage, but not new to UK MMA. Former tough competitor.
Yeah.
Trained with the legendary Roughhouse.
Yeah, and I'm loving more MMA fighters coming through the ranks as referees now, because I think we're going to get a bit of a change in the guard as to how a fight should be kind of played out, because fighters understand those positions on the cage a bit better, you know, when it looks like nothing's happening, but we know everything's happening and so on. So,
she's finding a home for that right hand now.
Yes, you can just
big
see
swing.
Beautiful there, entry by Plumley. She just needs to suck those hips away from the cage.
Yeah, she got the hands grasped.
She can just run backwards, suck the hips away. But she proved me wrong.
Well, right in her own corner as well now. A little bit of time left to work, 30 seconds.
Now we're about to see if Hackland's got any answers for Plumley on top.
Absolutely. Keeping Plumley close at the moment.
That's it. Plumley just chipping away. Little shots. Don't have to be too overcommitting, especially with Hackland just tying up the wrists, climbing the guard nice and high. Only 5. Oh.
Well, we've got 180 seconds left to try and separate these two young ladies. We wondered whether either of them would look to close the distance, use the takedown. Both of them have now.
One apiece in takedowns. You can just see Hackland looks so much more comfortable from range. She's got very long, loose shots that she, with a slight loop to her, but Plumley getting the drive there. Can she get the hands tied together?
Looks like she's not yet.
Nearly there, but the whizzer there by Hackland just pulling the shoulder up on her left side is preventing that. Plumley could switch to a high crotch or a single there. It would work out well for her, but she decides to go in with that brutal knee to the thigh.
She's got the head position. She's going to just keep.
The head position is what's doing the work for her there. Nice knee there, but Hackland reverses the exchange.
Beautiful. She just waited for that change in the weight and the momentum. As soon as Plumley threw the knee, she spun her. Very nice.
Plumley only knows one direction, that's forward. And, you know, it's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
She's an exciting fighter because of it, but like you say there, Hackland didn't have to do much except for pivot.
Yeah.
Well, Plumley fighting the underhook. It's a little bit low, but she's just so good with those knees.
They're both exchanging knees up the middle. And
she's going to be outstriking a 3-1 in the clinches.
Yeah.
That's not an official stat, folks at home. I am no mathematician by any stretch.
Just hear from the Scottish Hit Squad corner there that Plumley's tired and still pushing forward, but she is taking some pretty deep breaths.
She is.
Oh,
beautiful, but you've just got to watch that knee at Army. You can't go to the head.
She thought about it. She thought about it.
She did. You saw her pull it, and I saw it graze just off the top of the chest. If anything, I think the thigh connected with the face, but still, you've got to watch that weapon.
Absolutely. Plumley's still lots of feints, just reaching out.
That's it. And she's staying busy. She's throwing, like you say, a lot of feints.
Does have that very rounded shoulder, that very tie.
Yeah, yeah. Beautiful exchange there. I think Plumey just landed a beautiful cross, but Hackland comes back with a hook cross herself.
And Hackland's seeing everything coming at the moment.
She is indeed. Now it's important that Plumey can turn away from the fence here. But again, she's getting those strikes off from all angles.
From
You've got
everywhere.
to score these because they are solid shots.
Absolutely, and you know, so you have
Oh, and she just
to finish the round in a really tight fight.
And again, it wasn't Hackland getting the takedown. Plumey went for the wizard trip and just ended up. It is one of those techniques where it is very much 50-50 unless you're all legs and arms, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, we're going to find out if Georgia Hackland's going to keep that O move to 3-0 or whether Plumley's going to tie up that record and the Duchess goes to 3-3.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. The judges score it as follows: 29-28 Plumley, 30-27 Hackland, and 30-27 declaring your winner. In the blue corner, Georgia Hackland. Please show your appreciation for Caroline Plumley.